Oh, well, here we are. Not the first ever outdoor recap, but I believe the first ever outdoor whiteboard, which is not even a whiteboard, it's a first ever house board. Now, this will come off. Don't panic. Don't be like, dude, what about the resale value of your house? Maybe not everybody wants a Phish set list. Well, it will require some elbow grease and it will come off. And I don't know about how the volume's on this. I got neighbors out doing things. I don't want to seem like some wacko over here carrying on about Runaway Jim, Harry Hood, and Split Open and Melt and things. And I'm not going to go too crazy with the red either, because like I said, it is going to require a little to remove this stuff. And so we're going back to Deer Creek for StuFord, this time August 12th, 2010. And, we go boom, boom right here off the bat. And then we really get off to the races with the Roguet. And, Roguet it was always good. But I feel like in 3.0, it really had changed it up a little bit and kind of became a song that was just right in line with the type of first set jamming they were always going to do. Not always, but most often, just the build. And once this thing explodes, it was one of the highlights of the first sets. It was cars, trucks, and buses. We get into a little bit of, after the Roguet, we get into a bit of a run of songs, just cars, trucks, and buses. Sample in a Jar, that was just not even that great. NICU, Horn, Sugar Shack, the Horn, Sugar Shack back to back. Then we get fired back up here for Wolfman's Brother, and the telephone ring was a very, very weak telephone ring from Trey here. And then we get into Time Turns Elastic, just a complete waste of 17 minutes to end the set. And if you went to many shows that summer, that year, those early years of this song, the early year of this song, really, luckily, they abandoned this monster quickly. So really, Wolfman's, like I said, Trey made up for the telephone ring late in the song with the jam, but nothing went too deep, although this was very good, and we got a great start. And then just, a lot of songs just busting off songs there in the middle of the first set, it felt like. Then we get over here to this, that was going to be one of the first, and then the fact that it went into Jaboo, really, it was just because that jam, the drown was just off to the races, almost like a Piper-esque kind of drown, just rocking out. And then the jam backs it off a little bit, goes into this kind of smooth, I guess what people might call sort of a bliss jam, but not really. It wasn't even really that. You know what it was? It was like if the late night sets were just unbelievable. That's kind of what this jam was, which then leads us into a Jaboo, which is just kind of my kind of groove right now. And then a Jaboo, maybe not flawlessly, maybe not one of the best alligator mouse ever, but then into a Bathtub Gin. Bathtub Gin right now, like if over here we got a run of songs that are just like meh, right here we got a run of songs that were just all killer right here, from the Drown, Jaboo, Gin, My Friend, Buffalo. Now a show I probably should have been at, this Deer Creek show. Buffalo Bill, could have had 7 Buffalo Bills on the resume now, but I missed this. And then My Friend had the LOL ending after the Bathtub Gin here. So then they're not done after the Buffalo Bill. It was like, oh man, are they calling it? Are we gonna get wacky and calling it a set early? The twist catches your attention. As I'm sorting laundry listening to this show, sometimes I'd have to go back and listen because I had just lost focus. You had no choice but to keep focus on this. Silent in the Morning Horse, all right. Split Open and Melt, almost a Deer Creek regular Split Open and Melt, and it doesn't, so it's, as you see here, indicated by the red, a lot of awesomeness, and then, all right, Silent in the Morning Horse. Now we're going down here after the Melt. We get Dog-Faced Boy, which, I'm not going to sigh at Dog-Faced Boy like I might Silent in the Morning. Oh, and then Silent in the Morning, horrible feedback, like I said, I was listening on headphones as I'm sorting laundry, and Mary was like, what was that? I was like, it was horrible feedback. That was painful. So just go ahead and skip that if you're listening on headphones. Dog-Faced Boy. Wish we got more of that. Into a Hood. There was a moment here and Mike just firing off some space bombs, some lasers actually, early on in the Hood. And right as they were reaching the crescendo, Mike and Trey played this little thing. I don't know if they were teasing something or if it was just like a nice little something they created right there on the fly. And then the Golgi Encore. I don't know if we really needed the Golgi Encore for what ended up being a 90-minute set. Maybe a Good Times, Bad Times. Maybe that was more appropriate over here. The Fee, always going to be welcome. Cool. They, it happened a few times they sneak Fee into the encore on us, right when you think it's gone forever sometimes. And then as it's ending, you see this is not going to be the end of the show because Fee takes us into a cool NO2, Mike with some good vocals, into Coon, and then Fire. Going full chomper to end the night with a Fire rock and roll Jimi Hendrix cover to wrap this Deer Creek show up. So there you go, the house board for Stu, and Stu, the big Deer Creek guy. I should have been at this show, I was really happy with this jam, into the Jaboo, into Gin, My Friend. I mean, that's some of my favorite stuff. Got a Jaboo, Gin, and My Friend. Who doesn't like Buffalo Bill? All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. talked about keeping it low volume. I think I got a little loud, didn't I? This guy over here is calling the police. Wants to know what's going on with this Buffalo Bill character. Heard anything about him? About this Jim? They say Jim ran away. Now there's a fire. This is unbelievable. All right, guys. Boom. Thank you.